Hey guys, happy Black Friday. Glad you could find some time out of your day, which I'm sure has been busy, to watch this video and look at some Etsy print-on-demand shop reviews. So today we've got a good one. You can already tell from the screenshot there, I love the branding of this shop, and I'm gonna just be giving my personal feedback on what they can do to potentially increase their sales. So if you're interested, let's get started. Real quick, just wanted to let you know that I made a list of my favorite Black Friday deals. You can find a link in the description. Also, I released a 1-minute video just outlining them. I'll put a link in the YouTube cards right here. In addition to that, I'm running a weekly print-on-demand giveaway sponsored this week by Merch Titan's upload automation for your print-on-demand business, Merch Ninja research tools, and All Sunset's premium pre-made graphics. So check them out. Thank you to the sponsors. Also, right next to the link for the free giveaway, there's also a free mini course delivered to your inbox over 8 days if you want to take advantage of that, and a print-on-demand Facebook community that I run. If you would like to join, I'd love to have you. All right, let's get started with our Etsy shop reviews. All right, so today we're going to be looking at Lucky Leaf, and this shop, I got to say first and foremost, I'm loving the branding. Now, that image that you see across the top there, that's the first thing people see when they load your shop, and that real estate is very valuable. So as much as I love how you branded your shop and you have the same image over there as your shop's profile picture, I think it looks very professional. At the same time, in my mind, if we're optimizing for sales, I like to leverage that space at the top there, that banner, with something about what you sell, with some value proposition. Because keep in mind, like, we don't have to scroll to see it. It's right there at the top by default when we first see your shop. So I like to put something about your best-selling products or something about a sale you're running. Anything that makes you different. I like to use that space to maybe include a call to action. Typically, if this was like a website that you're optimizing for e-commerce sales, you'd put some call to action there. So I think you should do that also on Etsy. So, and then also we need to point out, so Lucky Leaf Gifts, Seattle, Washington, on Etsy since 2020, only 6 sales. Now, obviously everybody wants more sales, and I noticed, and I have an idea of what may be directly in the way of you getting many more sales, and that is that you don't have any reviews. Now, if you're going to take time to set up a shop and take time to create all these designs and add them as listings, have somebody even if you create like a 99-cent digital download, have somebody purchase something from you and leave you your first 5-star review, especially on Etsy. And you guys, if you're selling on Etsy, you should also know what it's like to shop on Etsy from the customer perspective, because if you understand the customer perspective, you can really optimize around making it seamless for them to search, find, buy. It's typically the process at a high level. So what you aren't doing in not having a review is in search results, which is really where I think the battle is won and lost in most cases for a sale. You don't stand out at all in search results because Etsy puts your reviews on every single product listing that you have. It's not like Amazon where each product listing is unique with its reviews. On Etsy, any product that gets reviewed or any product sale that ends up resulting in a review gets displayed on every product in the search results too. So that first review is so pivotal because then you get the little 5 stars next to your product, and it reinforces to customers that your shop can be trusted. And then obviously the more reviews you get over time, the more trusted you are, the more sales you make. So it's one of these kind of long-term things where if you are invested in the long-term outlook of your shop, you really just kind of got to keep pushing, and again, like, you'll get there over time. It's rare to see like instant overnight success with low reviews. All right, so looking at your products, I'm seeing a nice mixture of product types. Also, you're using sections, which is good. So you've got on sale, you got dog mom, Halloween, funny, fall, Thanksgiving, inspirational. Let's see dog mom. Everybody loves dogs. All right, that's pretty cool. The only thing, and you guys that watch my Etsy shop reviews often, you know what I'm about to say. I want to be able to read the design like right away when I'm looking. I want to be able to scroll and something to just grab my attention, and the top line where you put the dog breed, that cursive font, these shirts may look amazing in real life when you get the end product, but unfortunately for people to get the end product, they first have to make the purchase online. And making the purchase online typically, in my opinion at least, means that you should, if you're trying to do it optimally, you should have big, bold designs that may not translate into the most optimal looking end result. But in search results, for instance, like if we can't read that text at top, like, you know, this, as I scroll through the cursive font, it makes it hard on my eyes to read what it actually says, you know? And if you say, oh, well, it's in the title, so they can at least see that. But like most customers are probably on their mobile phones scrolling with their thumb super quick, and they're not slowing down to squint to see what your text says. They need to be able to just see it really quickly and love the design and click and add to cart and check out, you know? But before they even look at your price point, which by the way, your price points are super low, $9.99. Wow. How are you making money doing that? Quantity 1, add to cart. Huh. That's interesting. So what is shipping set to? $3.99. So $13.98. You're not making very much money either. I would revisit your pricing just to make sure that you are not losing money. I mean, you may be making like on these Gildan 64,000 shirts, because it looks like you're using Printful. You may be making like, because Etsy's going to take around 12% of the total. So 13.98 times 0.12, they're taking $1.67. And then Printful is, so what is it? 9.99. Sorry. Bear with me, guys. We do it live. Not really live, but 8.32. So 8.32 minus 7.95. It looks like you're only making about 37 cents per sale. Now, I mean, I did that math on the fly here while recording, so my brain's not always working 100% when I know that the recording is going, but definitely check your pricing there, because I don't think you're making very much money, if any, you know what I mean? Because then you take taxes out of the 37 cents as your profit, and it's not really not the best. So anyways, also the normal stuff also applies. Like your thumbnails really need to pop. So the standard white background, that's required for Amazon primary thumbnails. That's why Printful defaults to a white background. But with Etsy, you know, my favorite thing to do was take the primary thumbnail, pull it into Photoshop, magic wand the background off, and then overlay it against something that nobody else was using. So I might look at like Corgi Mom, and let's go over here, Corgi Mom, and look at the standard backgrounds here. You know, I've got a lot of white backgrounds. That light blue one kind of pops a little bit. But I would do some analysis like this. Like, look how much this dark pink background stands out in the search results. So I might do something like dark pink. You know, anything that I think differentiates me a little bit. Also, I mean, look at mugs like this, by the way. Etsy lets you do personalization. So why not offer personalization on some of your mugs and do something like this? I mean, they're charging like $30 for a mug, and this is most likely just fulfilled by Gear Bubble, you know, and they just have some nice little template there with the cookies, and they offer the mug with the pink mug that they know looks good against the pink cookies. And I mean, guys, like this, to set this up takes a couple minutes, and then you can add 100 listings to Etsy and just use the template. You know, I do have a course on this stuff, by the way, in case you're wondering, like, Ryan, you say it's a couple minutes, but that would take me hours. I mean, I have a full course on it. If you're interested, link in the description. And those little things seriously take you so far. I mean, just look at this shop. This wasn't pre-planned. I'm doing this organically, but 2,274 sales, 5-star average review, really nice price point. If I remember correctly, these mugs have like a, what was it? I think it's like less than $10 base cost. I think it might be like $7.95 base cost on Gear Bubble, if that is Gear Bubble, but I think it is. So I mean, they have a nice profit margin built in there, and doing the customizations takes as long as it takes. You know, for me personally, I just save a Photoshop PSD, go in there, click into the text layer, key in the dog name, save, upload. It doesn't have to take that long, guys. What else do you have going on though? So same thing with your mugs. Like I'm sure your mugs look great, but some of these like are really hard to read at a glance. And from my Redbubble video last week of Redbubble shop reviews, I just wanted to show you, like, look at how Redbubble does the mugs. I don't really think this is actually that optimal, but look what happens when you mouse over. Like, look at the one in the top right corner. See? I mouse over and look what happens. All of a sudden it zooms in, and now it's super easy to read what's going on there. I don't know why that's not the default view. Like, if you disagree that the small view is better, If you think the small view is better than the big view, let me know in the comments below. Let me know why. But I would argue that like the bigger view is more optimal for making sales. And you should translate that into your Etsy shop where you have actually more control. You know, on Redbubble, we're at their mercy, but here on Etsy, we have control over the primary thumbnail. So use that to your advantage, guys. You know, the biggest instant increase in sales for you for Lucky Leaf is going to be get that first review. Doesn't matter if it's, I mean, honestly, like you can wait for it to happen organically, but I just can't imagine why you'd take the time to set up the shop, create the designs, create the listings, and not just have somebody do your first review for you. And that's going to be top of the list priority wise. It's great that you're already running a sale, but you really need to double check your pricing with that 50% off sale. Like there's no way that you're making money on these mugs. I don't think anyways. I don't think there's a chance that you are if you're using Printful, which I thought you were. I mean, on the off chance that you're using somebody like Gear Bubble, where an 11-ounce white mug is $4.95, or Mug Launch, Guten. There's a couple places that have them. But yeah, I mean, I would just check your pricing definitely as priority because you don't want to do this and lose money. And then even if so you can choose whether or not you want to go back and edit these listings, but at a minimum, your future listings, you should be more intentional with your primary thumbnails. For instance, look at this one. We can read baby loading 90%, and you've got that pink background that pops. I mean, even just scrolling through your own shop, you can see that one stands out more than anything else. So just stick to this script. You know, this is good. And you can even zoom in on this more, you know, like if you crop this to maybe that, and then that way the design occupies even more of the primary thumbnail, I think that would be a good thing. You know, you've got the lifestyle image there. I think that's smart. Also, one last thing that applies, you know, not just to you, but to everybody doing this, like we're not all great graphic designers. And if that's the case, don't be afraid to do something like this where you just use text. You know, like this mug in my mind will sell many more times with just good looking text like that than if you were to slap on some like okay at best pumpkin graphic. You know, like if the design isn't really good, then you don't have to include it, right? You can just do text and it works just fine. So those are my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you thought about this shop in the comments below. If you agree, if you disagree, or what else they can work on. Thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far, just wanted to let you know I do have a full print-on-demand course. Covers niche research, design, optimal approach for selling on Etsy, including advanced strategies beyond what I covered just on YouTube. Selling on Amazon through Seller Central with print-on-demand. Redbubble, you get access to my full Redbubble course, as well as additional tier 3 markets. So check that out. I mean, it pays for itself if you actually use it. And guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Let the YouTube algorithm know that the video helped you. And if you want to subscribe, that would also be awesome. But thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.